Hey guys, I'm John Setzler. Welcome back to the Kamado Joe cooking channel. Today we're going to fire up our Kamado Joe Classic and make some candied salmon. So let's get started. Okay, we're going to get this started, and I've got the star of our show here prepared. I've got a big salmon fillet that's about 1.5 pounds, and I've taken the skin off of it and I've sliced it into strips that are about 1 inch thick. So we're going to work on our marinade here for this, and in my mixing bowl here I've got 1 quart of cold water, and to that I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of coarse grain kosher salt, 3/4 cup of pure maple syrup, about 1/4 to 1/3 cup of fresh orange juice, 1 tablespoon of freshly grated orange zest, and to bring a little heat to the backbone here, we're going to add 1/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And I'm just going to use my whisk to mix all that together until that sugar and salt is completely dissolved in here. And after I have all that sugar and salt dissolved, we're just going to put our salmon in here, and I'm going to make sure these strips break apart. And I'm going to cover this with plastic wrap, and we're going to put that in the refrigerator for 8 to 12 hours. Okay, these have been going in the refrigerator for about 10 hours. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this, I'm going to drain the brine off of these in a colander, and I'm going to rinse these with cold water, and then we're going to pat them dry with paper towels, and then we'll be back. Okay, I have rinsed these, I've blotted them dry with a paper towel, and I've put them on a wire rack over a tray, and we're going to put these back in the refrigerator for 2 hours to let them dry out a bit and let them form a pellicle. So let's put those away. Okay, while our salmon is in the refrigerator, I have started a fire in the center of my Kamado Joe Classic firebox, and I'm going to put a couple of small chunks of apple wood right around the center here to get a little bit of smoke rolling. And then we're going to put our divide and conquer flexible cooking rack in place, and I am going to use the heat deflectors on the accessory rack in the low position, and we're going to let this grill come up to somewhere between 225 and 250. In order to get the grill to stabilize around 225 to 250, I'm going to close the bottom vent to where it's open just about 1 inch or so, and on the top vent I'm going to start out with it open about halfway, and I'm just going to keep my eye on it, and as the temperature comes up and starts to get close, I'll close this down. So we're going to stabilize, like I said, between 225 and 250. Okay guys, we've been going for 2 hours in the refrigerator, so we're going to take this out. I've got a nice little thin smoke rolling here, and we're just going to take that tray and set it right on the Classic here and cook right on that cooling rack. And we're going to cook this up, probably we're going to go for roughly 1 hour, and I'm going to come back about 15 minutes in and show you the next step. Okay guys, we've been going about 15 minutes here, so I'm going to open this up, and what we're going to do at this point is I'm going to baste these with a little bit of additional maple syrup, and we're going to come back and do that again probably in another 15 minutes. Okay, we've been going here for another 15 minutes or so, and we're going to baste these again. And we're probably only going to leave these on here for another 10 minutes or so. These are looking like they're getting close to being done, so we'll be back. Okay guys, I believe we're about done here. Those are looking just perfect. So we're going to take these off the grill, take them inside, and let them cool. After this is cooled to room temperature, I'm going to drizzle on just a little bit more of this maple syrup just across the top. And then I'm going to finish it off with just a little fleur de sel. A really nice little finishing salt here. And these are ready to serve, so let's have a taste. Okay guys, let's give this a try. I'm going to tear a piece off of one of these. Guys, that has a beautiful flavor. The sweetness of the brown sugar and maple syrup, and you can catch just a very minor hint of that cayenne pepper, and the extra drizzle of maple syrup And finishing that with just that little touch of fleur de sel at the end is beautiful. The only thing I might suggest here is when you make this, make a lot of it, because it's not going to go very far. Join us on Facebook, facebook.com/KamadoJoe. Follow us on Twitter @KamadoJoe. And until next time, this is John Setzler with the Kamado Joe Cooking Channel.